welcome to you here at the Victoria ground here for this afternoon's clash between the home side Dagenham and Redbridge versus Wrexham at Victoria Road. I will give you the team news, and firstly starting with the visitors, Wrexham AFC, or AFC Wrexham I should say. In goals, it will be a 4-4-2 for the Welsh side this afternoon. In goals, Chris Dunn. At left back, James Jennings. Centre halves pairing of Manny Smith and the captain Sean Pearson, and at right back Kevin Roberts. Across a flat midfield four, we have a central midfield pairing of Mark Carrington and Akil Wright. On the left of midfield it is Marcus Kelly, and on the right it will be Paul Rutherford. And up front the partnership of Chris Holroyd and Alex Reid. On the bench for the visitors are Christian Dibble, James Hurst, Jack Macrath, and Tumba Masanka, and Scott Bowden. And for the home side, in goals, it will be number 30, Mark Cousins. And it looks to be today a similar setup to last weekend's FA Cup tie against Leyton Orient, with a back three of centre halves of the captain Scott Doe, Craig Robson, and Kevin Locko in left centre back. The wing backs will be on the right, Sam Ling, and on the left, Jake Howells. And his namesake, or a similar namesake in central midfield, the number 7, Luke Howell, takes the place of Charlie Adams today. And joining him in central midfield is the Trinidad and Tobago man, Andre Bucco. And forming a front three, on the right we believe it will be Corey Rightly, on the left it will be the imposing Morgan Ferrier, and going through the middle, making his return from injury today, the number 23, Michael Cheek. And on the bench for the home side, in goals it will be Lewis Moore, Ben Nunn, Charlie Adams, Fajiri Okenbiri, and number 24, Mason Bloomfield. Early ball forward now from Wrexham off the kickoff, and Andre Boucard looks to move it forward, and Wrexham have lost possession early, and Dagenham looking to play it forward. And it's a quick interchange of possession here, and it falls at the feet of Kevin Locko, who outstretches, and the referee has awarded a free kick to the home side just behind the halfway line. Sam Ling floats on in, a decent delivery. Kevin Locko's the target, and he gets a header on it, but he was under pressure from the captain Sean Pearson, and he isn't able to direct that header on target, and it goes out for a goal kick corner, and Corey Whiteley will look to take this. And now Sam Ling says, "I'll have the throw in please," and he duly obliges Corey Whiteley. They're going to look to go for the long option here. Sam Ling is calling for numbers. There is indeed Michael Cheek in the area, and Corey Whiteley hovering around the edge of the 18-yard box as well. Long throw into the area, well cleared by the captain Sean Pearson, and now it is Robson on the ball, who plays it back to Howells. And now to the left winger, Morgan Ferrier, who looks to take him on. He's done well, and he's got the ball into the area, but it's been cleared away by the captain, Sean Pearson, and a good bit of invention from the number 10, Morgan Ferrier, to go past his man on the left flank. Ball going high into the air, and Alex Reid looks to flick on up front for Wrexham, but that ball's been moved forward by Scott Doe, the captain, and a little bit of head of table tennis, but now chance on the break for Alex Reid of Wrexham as he feeds the ball into Holroyd inside the penalty area. Good block from Scott Doe as he throws himself like a salmon at that ball. Impressive bravery from the skipper, and a nice 1-2. Now, good ball into the area of the left foot, and a glancing header at the front post by Daggers captain Scott Doe. A well-worked move from the home side on the defender. So, almost 20 minutes played, 19 minutes played here in this first half of... Now, here we go on the right-hand side, Mark Rutherford. Or Paul Rutherford, excuse me, on the right flank for Wrexham. I had really taken control of this game so far as the ball comes forward. Well headed by Robson into the feet of Cheek, who flicks on nicely to Howell. And now to Morgan Ferrier on the left wing, who looks to take on the right back. He's cut inside, and he's had a shot. Good effort, smooth, and it's turned in by Corey Whiteley, but the referee has flagged for offside. Still 0-0 if you're just tuning in on the Daggers player. And the ball moving between the two sides. Oh, and a ferocious tackle in the central midfield. And the referee looks to be going straight into his pocket here. Kevin Locko in trouble. The referee is talking now to the... Oh, he has indeed sent Kevin Locko off. It is a red card. on the 31st minute, and it's a disaster for Dagenham as the tall, imposing figure of Kevin Locko is set for an early bath. Mark Cousins takes his time over this goal kick, which he launches deep, central, through the middle of the park. Good header from Manny Smith as he towers above Morgan Ferrier. And good control by Rutherford, and he keeps the ball as the left back Jennings launches forward. Great leap and a header from Scott Dale, the Daggers captain, and nicely controlled by Cheek on the chest, and Corey Whiteley can turn and run on the halfway line, and he moves forward 30 yards out. He feeds the ball into Cheek, who can strike one here, who tries an exquisite chip from a fairly tight angle from the number 23 Michael Cheek this afternoon. And well headed by Jennings. Oh, it's a chance for Ricard on the edge of the area, 20 yards out, but he slightly dragged his shot, and the goalkeeper Chris Dunn sees it. And the floodlights have also come on, but the sun is still shining at Victoria Road, and the wind has died down, so we have decent conditions, hopefully, for a second half of football. And there it is, your obligatory 1 minute of added time at the end of the first half, as Wrexham look to counter. Good interception from Robson, who looks to feed it into the feet of Michael Cheek, who's turned nicely on the edge of the box. Feeds left to Morgan Ferrier, who's standing up the right back, and he's going to cut into that right foot. He's still going, Ferrier, and he's still got the ball, but he dilly-dallied. He had options in the middle, and he couldn't quite make up his mind. But well done by Luke Howell to head the ball straight back to Whiteley, who fancies, ooh, and it was almost a goal. Prepare to blow for the half-time whistle, but there will be one more throw-in for Jake Howells to take here to the feet, and that's a good switch of play. Howells into the area, oh my goodness me, and it was almost turned in to the net by the Wrexham captain Sean Pearson there. A chance right at the depth of the half for the home side, Dagenham and Redbridge, but it is indeed 0-0 at the break at Victoria. Of Scott Doe, Craig Robson and Kevin Locko, but the latter player, the number 18, Kevin Locko, was of course given his marching orders about half an hour into the first half, as the second half gets underway here, and the ball is launched forward to Ling. Will look to take the throw in on the halfway line. Flicked on by Whiteley nicely to the feet of Morgan Ferrier, who's strong, and he does well against Pearson, and Corey Whiteley feeds it to Ferrier, and back to Whiteley. Fantastic save from the goalkeeper to deny a clear-cut opportunity for the Daggers, and it's not away just yet, and the referee has now awarded for offside. Wow, huge chance after only 3.5 minutes of the second half. Kelly stands over the corner flag to whip one in for Wrexham. Oh, and it's a good header to the back post, and the captain Sean Pearson has his header blocked by Robson, I believe it was. The referee has awarded another corner to Wrexham on the... Going to look to whip a delivery in here, Rutherford. It's a good ball! Oh, and a free header for Sean Pearson, and Mark Cousins will be extremely thankful that that was fired down his throat. Instantly lose possession, and it's back at the feet of Cousins, who launches forward to Ferrier, who can't win the duel, and it's turned back, and now the ball forward from Wrexham, and it's real ping-pong between the two sides. Oh, and a good turn from Reid, who's in on goal here. He could strike. Oh, and it was good defending from Jake Howells to take it away from the feet of the attacker, but it's a strike by Marcus Kelly, the number 16, which is blocked by Jake Howells, and out for another corner. Rutherford to whip the ball in here, and a good delivery again into that danger zone, and Pearson seems to be the target man, but on the counter, here comes Morgan Ferrier, who looked to have his heels clipped, but the referee plays advantage. Ferrier over the halfway line, takes on Carrington, and he feeds it wide to Cheek, who's got the ball on the right flank here. It may have been a little overhit, but they've still got the ball. Here's Howell on the edge, good delivery into the head of Morgan Ferrier. And he's going to go down the line to Alex Reid, who flicks on well to Holroyd, who's now taking on the defence, and he feeds left to Reid again, who has options in the middle. Ball floated to the back stick. Oh, and Kelly, who had to improvise and produce a semi-acrobatic kick, which was a difficult technique for the right midfielder. Base now, and Corey Whiteley comes over to close him down. The ball into the area, well headed clear by Scott Doe, but Sam Lindsay, a miscommunication there, and oh, well played by Luke Howell to intercept the ball, and now Dagenham can counter-attack. Space for Corey Whiteley on the right-hand flank. He's got Sam Lings on the overlap, but he's tried one himself, and Corey Whiteley comes so close to the opening goal. He moves forward past the halfway line and feeds one down the right-hand flank, and that's a good ball for Michael Cheek, and he can maybe cross one now. Good delivery. Oh, and Howell at the back post. Couldn't get onto it, but he's managed to keep possession and fires it into the feet of Corey Whiteley, who couldn't quite control it. It was good pressure from Carrington, but Robson keeps the ball, and Whiteley now. Will he look to cut in to that right-hand foot on the edge of the area? Superb effort, and Corey Whiteley, who picked up the ball on the edge of the area, shifted it onto his right foot and had a curling effort towards the top right-hand corner of Chris Dunn. As Mark Cousins pumps the ball forward, and again the wind playing a factor as the ball backspins and hovers around the centre circle. Jake Howells with the header forward, and Cheek wins it, but he was not able to keep possession. And the ball into the channel for Holroyd. He's going to try a spectacular one. Oh, and Mark Cousins seemed to lose his footing there as Holroyd tried a truly ambitious effort in the middle of the area. Manny Smith and the likes. Oh, it was a good piece of goalkeeping from Mark Cousins as the left-footed delivery from Marcus Kelly almost dips underneath the bar. And the left winger looks to be gearing up for a long one. There are numbers in the middle, including the tall figures of Alex Reid, but it's flicked on by Akil Wright. Oh, and again, and a fantastic save from Mark Cousins to deny the opening goal for Wrexham. Hang on, we've got Mackworth on the right-hand side in a bit of space here, who looks to engineer across to the back post for Alex Reid. And wow, that was a excellent save from Mark Cousins. One up the park now, but there's no pressure on the ball here, and Dagenham not quite sure whether to... Oh, and almost a misplaced pass, but Sean Pearson, that's a great pass from the Wrexham captain, Sean Pearson, into the feet of Jack Mackworth, who skips past Jake Howells and gives the ball to Roberts, who appeared to have been fouled, but it did look a touch on the soft side. The referee having none of it. Oh, wonderful piece of skill by Mackworth to go past. It was a great piece of skill by Mackworth to beat two men, but his cross into the area was denied, and now on the counter-attack. Here come Dagenham. Mason Bloomfield carrying the ball forward, and he's given it to Corey Whiteley, who feeds Ferrier down the left flank, and he'll look to take on Roberts, and he does well. Good strength from Ferrier. Well, yes! And there it is! Oh no! It looked to be a goal for the home side as Ferrier crossed the ball in, and Bloomfield tapped home, but the referee has disallowed it again. It's a corner, but it's a throw in right by the corner flag as Jennings keeps the ball and looks to float it into the area again. Is it a chance here? And Howells gets it clear, but these crosses are coming in thick and fast, and there may be one more chance before this game is out. There must be no more than 45 seconds left on the clock as Akil Wright has the ball on the edge of the area and plays wide to Jack Mackworth, who stands up Jake Howells and oh my goodness me! Oh wow, and it's a late goal. It is a very late goal for the away side Wrexham. The ball fired across the area. It was a 92nd minute own goal from the centre half, Robson, and it was a ball crossed across the area, and there was nothing he could really do. It was a real melee of men in there, and it just seemed to deflect off him and into the bottom right-hand corner, and the poor Mark Cousins, who's pulled out some fantastic saves, was left hapless as the final whistle is blown by the referee, and the players look desolate on the pitch there, so close to a point, so close to all three for Dagenham, but in the end, it's a last gasp winner for the Dragons, Wrexham.